What do you have to say? Jacquelyn Thompson, she's my star of the game.
I mean, absolutely. She came out firing hot, shooting three-pointers, really lighting up this Hoop Dreams team. All over the court, which 6 for 8 for three-pointers, 22 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound off the bench. I mean, if that doesn't speak volumes about her character and her determination, even getting the bank shot, you gotta love what she did today. Put on a show. Just determined to make a difference, and she was the difference maker.
But I loved her focus there after she hit, getting into that defensive crouch, eyes wide. Here's a look at the game stats from this 11th grade Division II National Championship. See a discrepancy in their three-point shots. What sticks out to you, Steffi?
The biggest thing for me is the offensive rebound margin. Southern Stars were able to get 10 more than the Hoop Dreams. They knocked down 9 of 23 three-pointers, also defensive rebounds. Overall, they just got to the boards. They really put it on this Hoop Dreams team, and that's ultimately why they are the national champions.
Boy, and Thompson, what an incredible bench player. 6 of 8 from three-pointers. But I think she was 6 of 7 in the first half. I only think she had that one attempted miss in the second. So she compiled 6 three-pointers in the first half. Outstanding. And a great tradition here with the AAU. Both teams receive medals. And a lot of down faces there, a little bit of smile for the Hoop Dreams. Steffi, they are the second best Division II team in the country.
Well, they obviously fought hard to get here, and Coach was really excited to get his girls here, obviously putting so much money into this and giving them the opportunity, the stage and platform to perform in front of college coaches. And both of these teams deserve to win, but Hoop Dreams have nothing to hold their head about right now.
How do you get that home? Do you put that on the conveyor belt at the airport? That is a massive piece of hardware.
I would take that home, put it in sit it on a pillow next to me. I mean, that thing is gorgeous, but my goodness, I didn't get one of those when I was in AAU. You guys feel my bitterness, AAU?
They didn't get you an honorary one. Any extras left over after the tournament, but you know what? The young ladies need to smile. A great tournament for them. A lot of young players. Yeah, second best team in the land for Division II AAU girls. And now the moment the fans from behind us have been waiting for. Chance to congratulate the Southern Stars. And look at Deasia Tony. She's taken that protective nose guard off. Doesn't need it anymore. Boy, she played today.
Well, she needed that little nose guard because she was not afraid to get in there and be physical and scrappy. And it's good to see that she's okay, that her nose is still intact. And I'm sure she's got a couple bruises, but well worth it for that nice medal and the big championship trophy.
Boy, Tony, one of those bench stars for the Stars. She seemed to be all over the floor diving for loose balls. There's Jacquelyn Thompson.
What more can we say about her? Just that overall team effort by all the Stars, but her individually just coming up big with those three-pointers that they needed in that first half to really propel that offense that we thought would have a little bit of trouble.
But how great it is, if you're Jacquelyn Thompson, how great to have such a performance in a national championship game.
Well, they say that the best players rise in the biggest stage, and certainly she was one of those players just coming off the bench, but having that determination and motivation to will her team to this victory. Got a lot of respect for that young lady.
Your first time with us today, which is our third of 4 games. 3 lines there. Red line is the high school three-point line, black college, and a white NBA. That gives you an idea from how far back some of these young ladies are shooting the ball. Adela Ford into the lane, fouled, she'll shoot 2.
She just knows how to draw contact, and that's something that college coaches really look at. If a player can initiate contact, not shy away from contact. And I know the coaches at Ole Miss are extremely happy with what they've got in Quindella Ford and the fact that she can go to the foul line and step up and knock down those shots. As you can see, she doesn't shy away from that contact. Absolutely not. And that in the SEC, players are really powerful. They're really athletic and strong. And I have a feeling she's going to do pretty big things in the SEC.
That free throw off the mark. The Hoop Dreams retain. And a nice putback by Morgan Pearson. See Deasia Tony with that taped up nose. You ever have to wear a face shield or anything, any face accidents?
Fortunately for me, no. But I've seen my fair share of accidents with broken noses, missing teeth. But with technology these days, with sophisticated mouthpieces, and the ability for players to not be afraid to drive in there, knowing that if they do take a hit, they certainly have bandages to fix those wounds, as you can see here. Number 1 at the free throw line, still playing through that pain.
I wonder if that, affects your shot at all. It kind of blocks your vision a little bit. Rip Hamilton wearing that plastic mask all those years. How hot that must have been.
Well, that just went from, okay, I feel your pain, you broke your nose, and then you're just not going to take it off for years. I never got it, but, players are superstitious. That's one of those things, and he's a great player, so more power to him.
Our stats crew reminded me Bill Lambier, way back in the day, the bad boys of the Detroit Pistons. He used to wear one as well. Now the Stars into the offensive end. Jumper from J.C. Scott, no good.
No ball on Cougars.
So tight game, 12-12.
A little bit slow offensively, especially for the amount of talent we see on this court today. I have a feeling it has either to do with fatigue or just players starting off shooting a little bit cold, but at the same time, there's so much talent on this court today. I expect things to heat up pretty shortly.
We were off to the races in our last game. The Iowa Attack, 88 points they scored. Put back there by Alexis Malone.
She's that big body that they need. With Quindella Ford, she's running around the perimeter. She does a lot of guard work, but they need that inside presence that gives Quindella the opportunity to score in so many different ways. If you have an anchor down there who's really setting up things for you to score.
The long 3 ball will fall for Jacquelyn Thompson.
Had quite the arc on that, did you see?
Boy, she did. Put that one up in the rafters and dropped it in. Battling underneath, LaShira Cotton will go to the line. Foul on Destiny McClin.
You see, she shoots that extremely high. It's not even in the scope of the TV. Pumping her fist afterwards. She knows that whole time she shot that ball, she knew it was going to go in. Almost like Dirk Nowitzki shots.
I was going to say, I remember in the NCAA Finals, he had one that just a moonshot. Wow, 3 ball there, good again. That is Jacquelyn Thompson.
Almost look like she's going to break the net. That ball swishes through the net so hard, probably due to the fact that she shoots it so high that literally it drops in the net. No rim, missed that.
Jacquelyn Thompson, the hot hand.
Just another high arcing shot, but no rim, just absolutely swishes the heck out of the ball. Great shot by her.
Starting to loosen up a little bit here now. Both teams scoring. What did Coach Bush tell you about, what did Coach Nichols tell you about the Hoop Dreams on defense?
Well, he talked a lot about his athletic players, their ability, and that's the reason why she still has it on. I mean, she needs some protection because she is not shying away from any contact, especially when you've been hit in the face. You think players kind of back down a little bit, but she's one of those eager guards who gets her nose in there, literally. One reason why they've really picked up that transition game is they've gotten to the boards a lot, especially offensively, and they're able to get out in the open court and make plays, and number 12 is going to make some plays.
Jacquelyn Thompson is just all over the floor. She's feeling it too. That fist pump, that first 3, she knew it was go time. Feel like you've gotten into a rhythm?
Number 12, we saw her do some high arcing 3-pointers, but how about a kiss off the glass in transition? She's got a variety of ways to score. Definitely a reason why her team is now in the lead.
Now she's starting to feel it. 23-18 lead for the Stars. 5:41 to go. As Tony brings it up the court now. So what's harder for the Stars? Gelling together. They harder to run that half-court offense as opposed to just a quick transition reaction.
Well, the biggest thing is they don't probably have a lot of plays. But you know what? We've got Jacquelyn Thompson who continues to knock down that 3-pointer. Just take a look at the net. It's still up there. It's not dangling down. Can we get a shot of that net? That's just how high arcing her shot is.
Jacquelyn Thompson, you're calling it.
And she continues to just find that spot on the 3-point arc. and do some damage to that net. And I mean literally.
I tell you,
Doesn't watch it, she's going to burn a hole through it.
After the show we saw from the Iowa Tech last game, you thought no one would heat up that much here in the evening portion, but boy, Jacquelyn Thompson is doing just that. And they are down there working on fixing the net. It doesn't want to fix itself. She tangled that one good.
She can continue to do some fist pumping over there. She's taking a breather. Big reason why these Stars are up right now, because she's been so dominant shooting. She's been the difference maker. She's hit outside shot after outside shot on a team we talked about didn't really have any chemistry. And if she's able to get into the lane and get out in transition and help her team get into the position that they are in right now.
Oh, we got coaches, we got an official, and now we got a new technique. We're going to lift the young lady up and let her untangle the net.
Did you want to get out there and jump up there?
Well, I tell you, that was Kayla Russell. Kayla Russell, congratulations. Well done. A little smile from her. So how do you think they selected that? Is Kayla the lightest one on the team?
You know, I don't know. Maybe she jumped up. She was eager to get on this court. If they needed my assistance, they could have just asked. I would have gladly jumped up there, but...
She would touch a loose ball. There's Tony again diving for it. She'll pick it up. Here come the Stars. There's a razzle-dazzle bucket and a foul for Chelsea Mason.
Sometimes on a team that hasn't really had that much experience together and they have a lot of talent, my coach, all of my coaches always said that good players are going to make plays. And on this team, there's so much talent alone that these players are going to step up and make shots.
She would touch a loose ball. There's Tony again diving for it. She'll pick it up. Here come the Stars. There's a razzle-dazzle bucket and a foul for Chelsea Mason.
Sometimes on a team that hasn't really had that much experience together and they have a lot of talent, my coach, all of my coaches always said that good players are going to make plays. And on this team, there's so much talent alone that these players are going to step up and make shots.
That Stars up on the Dreams, 32-25. A lot of great shooting so far from the Stars, Steffi.
We knew it was going to take the Stars just a little bit of time to adjust to each other. And it also helps when you're hitting shots. Because if you're shooting and you're making shots, it can become contagious. And all of a sudden now you're up 32-27. You're feeling like everyone's on the same page. And we're ready to win this game.
Pretty play there.
The Southern Stars adjusted their defensive plan, went to a box and one, and almost now have taken her out of this game.
Great observation there. Lenicky McMillian checks into the game for the Hoop Dreams. Alexis Malone will have a seat on the bench. There it is again. That thing's in the air a mile and a half. Jacquelyn Thompson.
It's almost like a football, and we can count the hang time. I mean, it's unreal how high she shoots it, but how effective that shot is.
Not even a starter, Steffi. How much do you love having a bench player come in and just hit threes at will like that?
It just shows how ready she is. She's determined to make an impact when she goes in the game. It doesn't matter if you're a starter or not. Sometimes that motivates players. If they're not in that starting five, they want to come out and make an impact. And she is the reason why they have that lead.
A long three, no good. Tony the rebounded in. Here come the Hoop Dreams. Shot clock off. They can play for the last shot if they'd like. They'll lose it there. Chelsea Mason leading the charge for the Stars. Jacquelyn Thompson from the corner. Got it again, Steffi.
Wow. Talk about a first half clinic. Absolutely lining up this Hoop Dreams team. In the second half, they've got to know where she is at all times.
And it'll be 0.2 seconds left on the clock for the Stars. The fans behind us are thrilled. Jacquelyn Thompson off the bench is putting on a show. That'll end the first half, Steffi. Lots of great shooting by the Stars.
Obviously, she's not even a starter. We're talking about Jacquelyn Thompson, number 12, coming off the bench, knocking down three-pointer after three-pointer and really putting her team ahead of this game.
Now we're going to be back with analysis in just a moment. Let's see if Jacquelyn Thompson can stay warm on the bench during halftime. It's all Southern Stars.